let's talk about this full moon in Capricorn. Full moon in Capricorn will be exactly at 8 degrees. 8 degree is a Scorpio degree. Scorpio represents power, truth, secrets, transformation, control, a rebirth, things that are very taboo, things that are very deep, below the surface level. Okay. Capricorn wants some results. Cancer wants security because the sun will be in Cancer. Neptune in Aries is dealing squaring here. It has a T square exactly here. And that's going to be an issue with a lot of blurred things when it comes to emotions. And the challenge is to figure out whether this vision is realistic. I want you to know that whatever this full moon in Capricorn represents things dealing with the government. It wants things that deals with your public image. Um, it's very cold energy. It's very matter of fact. There's a lot of karma, a lot of lessons. Could be dealing with demonic things too, because you are dealing with the goat, the greatest of all time. Baphomet, Belial. I think that's what they're not Belial. What is the devil goat also too? So there are things with that. Also represents the government, the CEO, the old man, the father figure, the mentor. Is what you get with Capricorn themes, and it's not seeing eye to eye with the mother, the emotions, the internal, your past. It's very greedy. It's very materialistic. It likes Capricorn energy loves materialism, loves tangible items. Okay. Now, it's not, there's a T square here, meaning that the focus of the full moon, even though the full moon is always the focus, right? It's this energy here. These two cannot see eye to eye with this imbalance here, which is the Neptune. Okay. Neptune makes things very confusing. It's also addiction, misdirection, false narratives, wishful thinking, spiritual awakenings, disillusionment. Something that seems certain may suddenly be unclear. At the same time, intuition could be lost in a sauce. Your dreams could be very confusing. There is challenging between your fear. Neptune adds fear. Neptune also takes away the faith. Neptune also does a lot of fantasy. Neptune also brings drugs, addiction, escapism. Okay. Um, and maybe there needs to be a balance with compassion and love, reducing the borders, because this one wants a border, this one doesn't want borders. It means release the walls. Okay. Open and have compassion and think of love for everyone. Whenever there is fear, that means there is lack of love. Okay. Whenever there is fear, that means there is lack of faith. Whenever there is fear, what else is there? Then there is escapism, not wanting to deal with real life as well. Okay. Now, because the sun represents leadership, there could be some leadership questioning, government and authority issues, unclear public narratives, confusion around major events, spiritual and mythical conflicts. Things hidden become visible. That could be a possibility, because whenever the sun's involved with Neptune, all of a sudden we see the conspiracy theories. Maybe the new conspiracy theory is going to work, and people don't know it's a conspiracy because they're going around saying you believe in conspiracy theories. So that could be a problem, and the government will not see eye to eye with the people, with the land, with the I always think of America because America is a Cancer. Actually, let me put up the USA chart because I just thought of that now, and let's see how USA has to do with the dealings of this. Ooh, okay. So Um, the full moon in definitely is going to affect America. Okay, it's sitting on top of Jupiter, which is dealing with the world. But it's the eighth house is not the 12th house, which is not secretive. But there are things that could be very mysterious and hidden. A lot of power struggles here. But it's sitting on top of Venus, which represents worldly, which represents our allies, our friendships. JD Vance, the partner, whoever is America, and represents the female energy of America. But the ego is sitting there too, the leader of some sort. Yeah, and the moon doesn't get along. The government doesn't get along with that. Okay. Um, I'm trying not to say what I want to say. So we'll leave that behind a paywall. But Mars hitting this expected, unexpected with our partnerships, with our allies. Also, expect the unexpected when it comes to aggression, or some words being said when it comes to Israel. Because the seventh house represents Israel, who are America's allies. All right. There is that. I don't want to. That's not what this video is about. Oops, I put the wrong one. But I do want to say that. Okay. Try not to say inappropriate things, okay? Anyway, but this full moon also is going to represent not seeing eye to eye with work, not seeing eye to eye with if you are trying to achieve something um long standing, something that's dealing with long-term energy. The emotions, the sensitivity, your mom is not getting along with it, and also there's some confusion here. But remember, if you're acting out of fear, that could be the issue. You need to work on compassion, love, charity, sacrificing. Also, work on the addictions or anything that's dealing with hidden matters. That's going to come to the light with this full moon in Capricorn. Okay. Full moon is going to trine the South Node, which is great because that means releasing things, letting go of things really works with this full moon. The past, familiar habits, old coping mechanisms, something that you need to release, all that works really good. So go ahead and use that. Release being perfect, release of overworking. Virgo energy loves to be productive. Maybe productivity works or maybe it doesn't. You need to find the balance because you could be addicted to overworking, micromanaging, trying to control outcomes, needing all the answers before moving forward. That could be happening too. I also want to say that this full moon, it's ruling Jupiter, which is at 29 degrees, because the next day we'll go into Leo. So something big is going to happen when it comes to the home, the past, your security. That could be the collective or personally. Mercury is retrograding in Cancer, and the moon is in charge of these two planets. They're conjunct. Something's going to be said on the headlines or in the news for sure. Major emotional decisions, family and homeland themes, national identity discussions, questions of belonging and security, a combination of Jupiter and Cancer story that we had big beginning of the year. Now, this is going to turn into Leo, but right before it turns into Leo, it looks like it's going to be a hot mess and there's going to be something said and maybe something repeated or redone. Okay, moon conjunct connected to Mercury retrograding is the past, the memories, family conversations, unfinished emotional business. Yeah, there could be some old conversations resurfacing, maybe some news from the past coming back up. A lot of realizations. Now, this Capricorn full moon around these degrees is not going to go really good with any of my cardinal signs. So, again, the Aries, you're not going to like this full moon. Cancers, you're not going to like this full moon. Libras, you're not gonna like this full moon. Capricorns, you're gonna be feeling this the most if it's around these around 8 degrees. Now, this full moon could have a lot of enlightenment for all of my Virgos and all of my Tauruses. There could be some enlightenment for you as well. Okay. Now let's talk about Jupiter